Ready.
I'm recording now.
There are many options for feats and fun stuff. So if you want something good, I can help you out with that. We'll get to that when you guys level up.
Yeah.
Whenever you guys level up.
Whenever we level up.
Whenever you level up.
We haven't even killed anything yet.
No, but then again, that boy, that was one slippery boy.
That really was.
It was. He eluded us so bad.
I just need to be able to see in magical darkness. Easy.
Alright then. I'm just gonna get some ambient music going here.
Welcome. I missed you, Alex. I missed my happy-go-lucky little friend.
Hey, that's my saying.
No, you call him a tiefling. I call him a friend, because that's what he is. You're the weird one, taking everything too serious. You just need to relax. It's okay if the evil forces do some damage, alright? As long as we stop it. So we got some time.
We technically didn't stop it. It just ran the fuck away from us.
Yes.
We'll find it eventually.
Yeah, that. If I remember correctly, that's what we're about to do. We're about to meet the party, you and me, Alex, and say to them, "What the fuck we found out in that library?"
Oh yeah, that's right.
And if I remember correctly, when everybody met up, Enthana looked very, very troubled. And actually possibly a bit scared at the same time.
She ain't scared.
She can't do damage to it. From what she understood, magic. I think that's what you basically said to us, wasn't it, Musical? That only magical things can damage it?
Basically, what
with the library thing.
I can't wait. Oh, did we track what rolls you guys got for that? 11 and 18.
Yeah, I definitely got a high one.
Oh, you got 18.
Yeah, none of mine were that high, so whatever Enthana rolled.
Let's get to that later on, but I think we should just hop right in.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry I was late. I am still recovering from eye surgery, so I was taking a nap and my alarm did not wake me up.
Oh.
No worries.
What the hell? Man, eye surgery? You're gonna play a game that requires you to see your stats?
It's not that bad. I only have I can still see. I'm just my eyes are constantly watering. So.
Oh, all right. But if everyone's ready to go, we'll jump right in.
Yep.
I think we're just waiting for Alex to join the Roll20.
Oh shit! I thought I was already in it. My bad.
And I don't know why, but my HDMI cable seems to be screwing up. Every so often my screen goes completely black.
I'm gonna let you figure that out real quick.
Alright, I'm gonna grab some water real quick. I can still hear everything, so you can go ahead whenever.
Oh yeah, speaking of water, I'm so well prepared, guys. I'll be right back.
I'm hoping I fix this. Otherwise I need an entirely new goddamn HDMI cable. The wonders of doing digital role-playing. Nice 23 on stealth. You see this alright, Ymir, yeah? Ymir, I think it's probably about time you maybe, Oh gosh. As long as you don't roll a 1, we're fine.
There we go.
Yeah, I think I may need to get a new HDMI cable, but for the moment I've just shunted it in as much as I can. It's the problem of having a 1 meter cable go from the desktop on the floor to the TV on top of a dresser.
Oh yeah.
I still get scared when I see -4 to a stat. It's like, what?
Yes, that's very bad.
Nah.
Ymir plays it well. Plays it very well.
Totally makes a mind flare.
Yeah, I'm totally gonna use one.
I know, I
And before the
expected the
next
comment at some
encounter
point.
is a mind flare.
All right. Let's get into it now.
Yes.
We've
Lose our time, yeah.
yeah, we've
I
25
think
minutes.
we're all here.
So,
I think everyone's here.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yep, I'm here.
Yeah.
all right. So, where we left off last time, you guys had met up at the Blue Pearl Inn and decided to go look for clues as to what this corruption might be. Outside on the in the market, or in the square rather, you met with a young boy who wanted to show you where he had seen a creature not long before. So you follow the boy down into the Wisseep and did indeed find a you did indeed find this creature that the boy was telling you about, and after a quick fight where the creature used some magic to escape, and the boy getting dropped from the roof and almost dying. You guys
What
made your way. Yes, that did happen.
Hey, Alex.
You made your way back to the inn to go over this information and await the next day. And on the following day, you made your way up to Fort Blict, the uppermost layer of Farnborough, where you requested entry into the city district and the library. With some disguises and a bit of convincing, you managed to get in, and Enthana and Alex went to the library to study, where they found some information on the creature you had been seeking, and Tidye and Ymir. They went to a blacksmith. You reconvened and went back to the Blue Pearl, where Enthana and Alex are waiting to tell you two what they found out. So, as you once again enter the Blue Pearl Inn, Enthana, with your companions in tow, what would you like to do?
We're back in the inn, yes?
Indeed.
I'd go up to the bar and request a round of drinks for the party first. Everyone else is going to have an ale or whatever, and Enthana will probably just have some water. And then we'll go to a table in the back corner again.
The barkeep just says, "All right, that I can do for you. One moment," and he runs off to prepare the drinks.
If we had a chance before we entered the inn, I think Alex would put up his human disguise.
Yeah, I think you did that before you actually.
And he probably still has Enthana's cloak as well.
Because it only lasts for like an hour, so I figured he would just put that up for a little bit.
Yeah.
So after we've got our drinks, we'll go to the table. How much would I be paying?
You wouldn't be paying more than. Double check. They're not very expensive. It depends on how much alcohol you would like to buy. If you're buying a big tankard, I think it's 2 silver, and if you're just buying a small one, I think it's 4 copper per mug.
Probably 1 tankard for Ymir.
Yeah.
And 2 normal ones, 1 for Alyxius, 1 for Tidye.
Alrighty.
The equivalent, basically the same as everyone else. So it would take Ymir the same amount of time to drink that as it would Tidye and Alyxius.
Then you would be paying 2 silver pieces and 8 copper pieces.
Yeah, it's the barracks and wrote a letter, and then we all met up after, like, in the morning, and then we were all supposed to go, but then that's when we ended the session. So, like, don't take out the money again. In other words, Allaya, because you already did it last session.
Oh, okay. So the drinks have already been basically ordered, and we're all sitting at the table already.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember that.
Yeah, like we all actually, because then I did my little report writing, and then we.
No, wait.
I think
you're confusing it. But you came back from or the other 3 came back from your midnight expedition down into the Wissy, and you went to the barracks and you wrote a report.
Yes.
And then the following morning, you guys met up at the inn and then went to Fort Blict. And then now you have returned. So you have just entered the inn.
Yes, this is the day after we both wrote our reports.
Yeah.
So I need to now figure this out, because for some reason I try and remove 2 silver and 8 copper. It does nothing to my gold. So it's 25 silver pieces to 1 gold, yes?
It's 10 silver, 1 gold.
Yeah.
10 silver, 1 gold. So
I hate electrum pieces.
So I just remove 1 gold, and that gives me 10 silver.
Yes.
I remove 2 silver, or 3 silver, and give myself
2 copper.
2 copper.
Yes.
The D&D Beyond thing for that, they should have the conversion sort of built in, because that's a pain in the butt.
Yeah, the thing is, they have electrum pieces, and I don't use electrum pieces because I think they're stupid.
I think that the only thing Beyond has, like, conversion-wise, is it just converts everything to gold, and it'll tell you your total gold, like your total like currency in gold, but that's it.
No. In D&D Beyond, you go and click on your equipment, then you click on currency, and it will literally tell you your currency exchange right there.
Oh no, I'm just saying, like, if you have like 500 platinum or whatever, it'll tell you like your total in gold.
Oh yeah, up on top of that
Yeah.
of everything. Yeah, but then everything's just all separate right below it, and it tells you your conversion rates.
Yeah, but you have to manually like remove a gold and add 10 silver pieces, sort of. Job.
Basic math. Come on, you can't do 10.
Oh, I can do that. It's just a pain to go remove that and then do the manual, do the silver, and manual, do the copper. It'd be nice if you could just remove the silver and copper, and it would do it that way. Oh well.
Well, if you want to, for like easierness, you just sacrifice right now while we're not doing much. You just take apart your gold and just instantly start gathering. So have like 50 silver, subtract 5 gold. So you have your big current like that set up. I know it's just extra steps, but shit.
Yeah. Either way.
There we go. I've made it 61 gold, 77 silver, and 302 copper. That way, I'm not going to need to worry about that again in the future.
So, just 2 minutes later, the barkeep comes back with the drinks
And the water.
and the water. Yes.
We don't want another one of those situations. Alaya's going, oh for goodness, now I've done it, you've got me started back on that again, musical. Enthana's going to swallow her water for a bit, trying to think how to word it.
Alright. So, I'm guessing you guys are sitting down at a table at this point.
Sort of the corner table we had initially when we all got together, I would say.
Alright.
I think Alex is gonna unsummon his sprite for this. Just poof him away.
Okay. The sprite disappears.
Time to start role playing, boys.
Huh?
Your time to start role playing.
Yeah, I was actually starting there. Could you not hear me?
Actually, couldn't.
Okay, I'm gonna move my headset so it's closer to me then.
Much better, thank you.
No worries. Well, that's been a rather interesting 24 hours. Enthana says as she leans back against the wall, looking up at the ceiling. Her eyes are still slightly shaking, with her voice a tinge of worry in it, I guess you could say. I'm honestly not sure how to say this. What myself and Alyxius found in the library was rather, I would say, worrying to say the least, wouldn't you, Alyxius? Or Alex?
Well, slightly. Well, we just gotta find it, and I think we'll be okay, right?
You noticed what happened when I attacked it, though, right?
I'm not sure if Alexius actually saw any of that. Like, I think he saw people in front of it, but I don't think he saw any of the people actually hitting it.
So I got a good hit on it, or at least what felt like a good hit. But it just seemed like it shrugged off my attack. It's a creature. It's known as a babao. Have any of you ever heard of a babao?
Make. Let's see here. Either Arcana or history checks.
Would that be
Alexius
for everyone?
Right? 'Cause,
Yeah, Alex already knows.
You
Yeah.
don't need.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was like, I think we're already good on that.
So 15.
15. All right.
Yeah.
Tidye?
Wait, aren't I not there because I'm at the fort?
Oh no, we dragged everybody there. You've also got a drink at the table with us.
Yeah,
Oh,
we all do.
Okay. History.
Or Arcana.
Yeah. No. Oh damn, that's. Oh no. Well. -4 sucks, but
It really does.
He got 15 though, at least.
yeah, 15 is pretty good. You've likely heard somewhere about some demonic creatures. The Baba has probably been mentioned, and you kind of make the connection a bit like, oh yeah, that's what people usually describe it as. But you don't have much more information than that.
I have heard of, but do not know much of.
And yourself, Tidye?
Wow.
Yes, Babao.
I said, what is that? Because I have no idea what that
All I
is.
heard was Babao. Babao is... It's a non-natural... It doesn't normally occur. It's a being of devils and demons. Basically, it's the blood of the demon lord Grast. When his blood dropped to the ground, it created the Babao. They are basically demons.
Well, that isn't good.
We were lucky in that fight, because if they were to look at us, we could be weakened.
That would
Nothing weakened me.
And actually, as Enthana says this, Ymir, you kind of remember that feeling you got when. No, wait. I think you felt.
I did get weakened, but I'm not sure Ymir would be like aware of it.
But this might, maybe it might click something in him though.
Yeah, it's you kind of remember that feeling of it being slightly more difficult than usual to swing your weapon. Not a big change, but a small change. So
When he looked at me, I felt slightly weaker, weapon heavy.
So you were affected by it. You were lucky then, I would guess. It's not just Babao that have been seen. There's been sightings all over the region of many other creatures as well. But from what I was able, I and Alyx were able to discover in the library, there's no correlation between them. There's just other demons and devils appearing all over the place.
What they want to do?
Feast? Kill? I don't know. They could... It's like, I know the Babao they just want to kill.
Yeah, I don't want that. My friend would be mad at me.
Enthana, make an Arcana or History check.
Ooh, Arcana or History.
I
Yes.
can give you guidance, so I did D4.
So just just in response to when you describing what this is, I just want to say that my character nods like you're understanding, but she's not actually paying attention.
Ooh.
Devils and demons and stuff is like one of the few things Ymir would actually know about, given that he's a paladin, probably.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the one thing he can actually take part in a conversation about.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll a history check.
Alrighty.
And
8.
I need to do a 1d4 as well.
Yes.
So that is a dirty 20.
Yes. What you have, what you know is that demons work. Demons have a hierarchy in their way of living. You kind of gathered that from the books you read, and the demon lords who have the most power. Well, they fight for power, basically, and if a demon lord were to pass into the material plane, one of their first goals would likely be to conquer it to gain more power. So, if there are indeed demons here, they are likely here to gain power. They're here to conquer.
Okay, so Enthana sort of just had that insight suddenly that you gave her, and as a sort of reaction, so that she thinks that she lets out a gasp that's relatively audible before putting her head in her hand, sort of like leaning on the table, just trying to come to terms before finally saying, "It's an invasion. If there are demons, if there are devils here, this is just the beginning. It can't just be the Babao. There's been sightings of more creatures."
Would Alyxius know anything like that with his history of like just fighting random evil entities?
If it's an invasion or not, or just
Yeah, like would that make sense to him, or is that news to him?
that demons conquer, you would kind of figure. They're pretty power hungry, so you'd gather.
Gotcha. I wasn't sure if Alex was just, if he ever fought just like random demons that just, showed up for no reason or something like that.
You probably fought.
Well, it'd probably be creator. Since you have your creator's memories, I'm assuming.
I don't think. No, Alexius doesn't actually.
Okay, never mind then.
We're gonna get to that. Don't worry.
I mean, he might, but we don't entirely know.
So yeah, I would Enthana be able to make the connection between the demons and the corruption, possibly, or would she make a rough estimation that one had to cause the other, or vice versa? Because she's already aware of the corruption, isn't she?
She's aware of the corruption, but it's not so much just. You've talked to the druids, and from what they've been able to gather, it's not just demons. There are just strange sightings, creatures that shouldn't be in this realm are just appearing out of nowhere, seemingly. And There could maybe a connection with, because there have been sightings of demons or devils, such creatures. There have been sightings of them, but if that though they are definitely not the only ones.
So would it be wrong of Enthana to assume, whether rightly or wrongly, that they're connected? Could she assume it even if it's wrong?
I mean, she could assume it. It's up to that's up to Enthana to decide. It's definitely possible to make the connection there. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I wanted to make sure.
All right.
This has to be a connection. So either the demons caused the corruption, or the corruption caused the demons. And if either that's the case, we are likely going to be more needed as well. It's like Ymir, I could see. It's like before the creature casted the darkness, Enthana did see Ymir hit it once, right?
Mm.
And she did see that Ymir caused a good amount of damage due to him having a magical... Not knowing it was a magical at the time, but she saw that he did damage, right?
Yeah.
More so than she did.
It's a bit difficult to gauge the amount of damage you deal to an enemy. It didn't seem like Ymir's did significantly more. It just felt like your attack in particular, the one that you were able to observe, it felt like that one was a bit underwhelming for what it would normally do to a creature.
Okay. I think now more than ever, I'm very loath to admit this, but I am thankful to have met all three of you, and I would like to ask, it's like you don't have to, but I would like to ask for you all to help with cleansing. It's like maybe not the corruption, but potentially these demons, because if we don't do anything, Farnborough, Tunstead, the outlying villages, even our mountains, our world, it might not be the same again. Would you all stand by and help save the world? Or at least make a difference?
Well, I was going to kill the demons anyways. My friend, tells me to help you and kill demons and stuff like that, and he gives me cool powers, so that's my plan.
Ymir will help.
Hours. I love that. Ty and I will definitely join, because if anything I know, where there's people needed, there's gold.
I can't say no to that. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Tidye. And how about you, big friend?
Ymir will help.
I'm thankful. We need to figure out how best to deal with this. Out of character again.
Yeah.
Would Enthana have made a connection to potentially needing to do a change to her weapon? Because I know we spoke about this out of character afterwards, but was there really anything given that in the books, or even, well, no, the druids don't know. I haven't gone to the druids telling them what I found in the library yet.
No.
But would there have been something? I can't remember if I didn't write it down. I might not have written everything down. But would there have been something in there saying about normal weapons can't do anything?
It definitely did not say anything like that.
Okay.
The extent of the knowledge that was in the tomes that you read was that was of the general nature of the creature, because they aren't very common. Just generally, they are quite rare to see.
Okay, so she
And
wouldn't know anything.
the few sightings that have not been confrontations. They've just been to study.
So this is probably one of the few confrontations there's been with one then.
Likely, yeah.
I think we should probably rest for the night because it's quite late now, and then we can look for more clues, and maybe try and track the creature down again tomorrow night. So maybe spend tomorrow gathering information. Tidye, you might need to pass information on to the guard as well, because they'll need to know that there's demons about, especially a Babao, if they happen to know anything about it. We might need to use the connection with the guards in this detail, at least with the city.
I'll make sure to let my captain know.
Any help is good help, and I might see if the druids might be able to lend us a hand as well, even if it's just something small. We only got the one room the last night, didn't we?
Yeah, you got one room.
And Enthana watched the window.
Yeah.
Which she'd probably end up doing again.
Okay, so you're all heading off to sleep.
Should we do that, or is there anything else anybody needs to say? Anyone else want to say anything before we head off?
No, I'm good. I'm sleepy.
Do we have a plan for tomorrow?
I would say gather information. Tidye, I'd probably recommend maybe talking to the guard, the captain. See if he might be able to give us assistance. I'm going to see the druids, potentially see if they might give a small hand. In the meantime, we might need to take it easy tomorrow because we're going out for a long trek in the evening.
Okay.
Is that okay with you, Ymir?
Yeah.
Okay. Then we should all head back to our room again. How long did we pay for the room, anyway? Or is it just that one night?
I wasn't sure.
You paid for one night.
Yeah.
I think we should I'm gonna go up to the innkeeper and request to keep that one room open for us, and we'll pay at the end of our trip.
Alrighty. Alright. They're up. I'm gonna keep tabs on how many days you've been here. So, no worries. Just enjoy your stay.
And could I also request that our drinks be put on the tab as well?
Certainly.
I will give him 2 gold as an upfront payment.
Much appreciated.
And then we go to our room. Well, and Tidye will be going back. You'll be going back to the barracks, won't you, Tidye?
Yeah, buddy, I don't pay for shit. I'm as cheap as I can be.
Well, as someone who's in it for the money, I'm not complaining. If you can save the money on it, that's brilliant. But I don't think we'd be allowed there, would we?
Nope.
As Tidye leaves, I'll walk outside and do one of these just in case.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Oh, you're gonna do the
Like detect good and evil thing.
oh, divine sense. All right. As you walk outside, you enter into the square. There's the middle fountain, the silver shrine, and you don't sense any creatures that would normally fall under this, or that would fall under the um, restrictions of the spell. However, you do see the similar magic drift by that you did in the alleyway.
Does it feel very strong here, or is it like kind of weak?
In comparison to the beginning of the alleyway, it's stronger than it was in the beginning. It's almost as strong as it was when you decided to go back after chasing the Babao.
Huh. I'll just walk back in and tell everybody that the air's weird.
Have we been followed back to the tavern?
Yeah, like I'll just go up to the room, I guess, at this point and tell everybody.
Oh, yeah, so you're in the room right now, yeah?
Yeah.
And you tell us that, so okay. So, have we been followed?
Nothing's close, I don't think. This whole city just stink of evil.
It's all evil.
Oh, it's a good thing we're here then.
At least one of us has got a nice peppy attitude. I hope you never lose that, honestly, Alex. As you get my age, you get more stoic. Is my chair still up by the window by any chance, or has that been moved away?
No, your room is as you left it. So the chair's still there. The beds are still the way you left them.
And I probably my writing materials and papers probably still there as well.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not going to write anything. It's nice to know that it's there. I have a quick little question. We're doing a long rest. I obviously go into trance for 4 hours. I can only do light things for 4 hours to allow it to count as a long rest.
Yeah.
Would playing gentle music count as extraneous?
No.
Okay. I'll probably do my I'll probably do my trance towards the final 4 hours. While they're resting, I'll pull out my lyre and play music quietly for the first 4 hours, if that's possible.
Alrighty. Roll performance check.
Oh god, this is where I'm going to get a really crap roll now, isn't it?
Probably.
Oh, that's not bad. Dirty 20. Thank God for that.
I'm just gonna keep track of how many days it's been.
I think it's only been 3 days, or it's coming up to the 3rd day now.
It's coming up to the 3rd day.
So yeah, I have a reasonable performance of playing music. That it's not going to annoy them, hopefully.
Yeah, you play some very light, good sounding music. Just some gentle. You see, you could fall asleep too.
That's good. And then obviously the final 4 hours, I'll just go into my trance. And while I'm doing the music, I'll be occasionally peering out the window as well.
All right, make a perception check.
Whee! Here's where I'm gonna get way too engrossed in the music. I forget to look out the window at times. That's a 9.
That
I
was
knew it.
a performance check.
Oh, that was a performance? Performance and perception are right next to each other.
Yes, they are.
Oh, that's a 10. I rolled the same bloomin' dice. Both a 5.
Well,
So it's not bad.
you peer out the window occasionally, but don't really pick up anything outside the window. So,
Nothing too bad.
alright. So, as you're playing, does anyone else have anything they want to do before heading off to sleep?
Ymir's already asleep.
Ymir's already sleeping. Alright.
Oh, Ymir is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alexis is just gonna pass out.
Okay. Tidye?
Probably at the barracks.
Yeah, that's why I already went back to the barracks to pass out.
And then you'll talk to
Okay.
the guard in the morning, I'm betting. I mean, the captain. I don't know why I keep saying the guard.
Tidye. As you're walking through the midtown, down toward the Wissy where the barracks are, I would like you to make a perception check.
I knew we should have went out tonight.
You don't notice anything out of the ordinary as you're walking.
Keep walking then.
I will say that when you said roll a perception check, I was like, oh shit, no.
And you get back to the barracks, and you fall asleep.
Good.
I think it's
So-
most likely that Enthana is going to be the last one to rouse.
Perhaps. So, yeah. I'm trying to find good music for this.
When the DM looks for new music, it's like, oh no. Oh god. Why do I hear boss music?
It's not boss music.
It feels like it to me. Very
Alyxius. As you drift off to sleep, you dream like people do, but occasionally you have weird dreams that don't really make sense, or you don't know the reason why you have them. This is a night where you have one of these dreams. It's you see flashes of someone working in a laboratory. There are containers, or there are glass containers, like big jars. I wouldn't call them jars, but there are big glass containers filled with liquid and what looks like bodies in them. Another flash. You see a study with bookshelves. There are books. There are books from floor to ceiling. Paper strewn about, and a single lit candle as the vision has you looking down at some papers that you can't quite make out what it says. Another flash, and you see a shape running away through past some torchlight down a tunnel, a long hallway. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay. That's 18.
18. The individual you see is a hooded tiefling running away from whatever vision you are having. And then the vision fades. You rouse from your sleep.
Did I wake up around the same time as everyone else, or did that cut it short?
You woke up kind of in the middle of the night, just briefly.
I guess
this would be kind of just toward, and you would see Enthana just sitting meditating at this point.
So it's after the 4 hours, yeah?
Yes.
Would I possibly, with disadvantage, would I realize that he's gotten up early?
What's your passive perception?
15.
15?
Because I know with, what's it called? With, oh goodness, where is it? Trance. It does... I know it said so, I'm semi-conscious.
Yeah. You do notice some... You notice a bit of shifting as Alex briefly sits up.
Can I say something?
Sorry, what was that?
Would I be able to ask him
Yeah.
if he's okay?
Yeah, you can.
Is everything alright, Alex?
Yeah. Yeah, everything's good. I'm just, had a little bit of trouble sleeping a little bit.
Alright, if you happen to need something, don't hesitate to let me know, alright?
You would probably notice that Alexius is definitely not very happy. He's got like, it's not like how he normally is. Not like upset or anything, but it definitely doesn't seem as happy as he normally is.
So he's okay. So Enthana would definitely notice he's not his happy-go-lucky self.
He's got like a super straight face.
What's your passive insight?
My passive insight,
It's 10 plus your insight modifier.
11.
11?
Yeah.
Don't you have super high wisdom?
My
No, wait.
passive insight is 10 plus 1. It's 10 plus your, or minus your modifier, isn't it?
It's not. Wait, what? Let me just. So hold on. What is the modifier for your insight checks? It's a +1.
It's a +1. Wisdom has a +1 insight. And on my passive it shows 11 because it's 10 plus.
Okay. You notice something is slightly off. You can't really pinpoint it.
Without moving, I say a little more sternly, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just couldn't get to sleep. Bad dreams. It's fine. And then Alexius will just kind of go back down into bed and try to turn over.
All right.
Okay. Well, I guess you could say that Enthana's a little troubled now. More troubled than she was before everyone went to their rooms.
Yeah.
Just after you're like, oh yeah, don't change, you're super happy and everything, and then now you're just like, well, shit.
Yeah, she's definitely a bit worried now, because that's not normal for her. It's like, the whole time that she's been with him, he's not been like that. He's always had a big smile on his face. And now it's a complete change. She's definitely a little wary now.
Alrighty. But, with that, you do complete your long rest.
I'll obviously be a little longer because I did have a small interruption, but an extra 5 minutes in the trance shouldn't be an issue, would it?
No, definitely not.
So it's likely everyone else is going to be awake before her.
But as you all come to consciousness, the day is yours. What would you like to do?
Wait, so have we did the rest yet?
Rest is done, yeah. So if you want to start the day early, you can go ahead and start early. I know for a fact Enthana's going to sit there for a bit longer.
I think Alexius is probably the first one to get up, I assume, if he can.
So as you kind of wake up, you can see Ymir's already up.
Alexius is just not going to say anything. Just head out the room, go downstairs, start getting a drink.
Alrighty.
Start the day early with some beer.
Yep.
Do you get what size of drink do you get?
I'd say pretty decently sized one, not a huge one.
Okay.
Remember, it's on the tab.
Yeah, and then he's probably just gonna down it.
Alrighty. So
And wait for everyone else, I guess, to come downstairs.
Ymir probably would have done the same already if he was up first.
All right, and I'm guessing you're getting a big drink.
In the morning, Ymir just likes like a shot of the strongest alcohol they've got. Basically, if they have pure alcohol, that's what Ymir drinks in the morning.
Pure alcohol. Jesus Christ. That's...
90 proof.
Just straight ethanol.
There are things that strong because this is not a magical tavern. But, I'm just gonna double check what it could.
Don't you guys spend all my gold now?
A shot of some strong whiskey or some strong alcohol shouldn't cost more than just maybe it's about 2 silver. So, and then you wake up, and Alex and Ymir are
We're down
already.
in the tavern already.
Yeah.
Enthana's going to... She's still quite troubled about the day before, and even in the middle of the night as well. She's going to go over to the writing materials on the desk and just sit there for a bit thinking about what to write.
Okay. After about 10-15 minutes or so, Tidye enters the tavern. Oh no, actually, Tidye, as you wake up and start heading toward the tavern where your companions are, go ahead and make another perception check for me.
The same number.
There's been loads of doubles tonight.
You don't notice anything really.
Fails to see the burnt down house that he didn't see was on fire last night.
Right. You see people just getting killed. Nothing to report.
But yeah, after about 15 minutes,
I look for the boys, and I am not gonna drink this early. I'm going to just sit.
All right, but you managed to find Alyxius and Ymir sitting at a table already.
I fly up to Ymir. I'd say, "Hey, buddy, how's it going?"
Hello, friend. How are you?
I was just excited to get out of here and go do something different. And I float and I sit on his shoulder.
Alexius is just gonna snap his fingers and have my sprite appear on the other shoulder.
All right.
Ymir looks happy beyond all belief.
You decided the sprite is orange, right?
What was that?
Did you decide a color of the sprites?
Yeah, I think I said like a yellowish orange.
Yeah. With a yellowish orange glow, the sprite takes form on Alexius's shoulder. All right, Enthana, you're still up in the room.
Yep, I'm currently writing something out to give to you. Well,
Already?
writing something out that will then be handed to Uradak, of course.
All right.
So, still writing. Probably people are going to start wondering where the heck she is. Maybe.
I'm just kidding.
What we do today, friends?
We're gonna go kill the bow. Go kill evil thing.
Hell yeah.
You know
Where's
what?
we go?
As Enthana finishes writing up her note, she folds it up and puts it in her pocket for the moment.
How long has it been since Alexius and Ymir been drinking down there with Tidye?
The time it's taken since Tidye arrived is you've been talking for I'd say another 15 minutes or so.
Okay, I was just wondering because I think if it has been a while, then Alex would go up and see if Enthana is all right.
It's been about 15 minutes, so as you kind of start worrying a bit, you do see Enthana coming down the stairs.
Oh, sweet.
She'll walk up.
I'll wave.
Enthana will nod her head slowly as she walks towards the oh gosh, the bar, and because if you think about it, they haven't eaten yet, have they?
No, they've just been drinking. Although you could.
Nobody's eaten for the last couple of days.
I mean, with staying at the end, you probably will have eaten. You don't have to say every time you go to eat.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's just kind of a thing that happens.
She'll go up to the tavern, the bar, and
Yeah.
request for a. Well, she asks the barkeep, have they all eaten yet? First.
No, they've just been drinking so far.
Okay. Would it be possible to get a small breakfast for both myself and my friend with the sprite on his shoulder? A larger meal for big guy. And Tidye. She called over to Tidye.
Oh, wait, I thought I'm with them. Or you
Yeah,
just
you're
called
with
me
them.
from
Yeah.
She's basically called you as to ask you a question. That's what the Tidye was about.
Gotcha. Okay, I can float on over that way.
Okay. Well, I was just gonna ask you a question, but have you eaten yet?
Yeah, at the barracks I ate this morning.
Okay. So just two small meals for myself and my friend with the sprite on his shoulder, and a big meal for the big guy.
All right. I'm guessing that's going to be on the tab as well.
Yeah. And would water cost anything, or is that free?
Water's free.
Okay. She'll just be having water, especially first thing in the morning. She'll then walk over to the table and is Ymir sort of got his back to the door, the front door of the tavern, or is he against the wall?
That's up to you. Ymir?
Depends where we're sitting, I guess.
Well, I think, would you guys have gone to the same table we've always been sitting at?
Probably.
Okay. So how
Yeah.
are you guys seated then? Seated.
Ymir's at the end, because he brings a table over to Selin instead of a chair.
Okay, so you're on a table.
And I'm sitting on his shoulder.
And Alex?
I guess I'm just sitting in an open seat. I guess against the wall, maybe.
Okay. Enthana will sit down where she can lean herself against the wall as well, so I guess in a sense that would be pretty much on the same side as Alex.
Just to note, Alyxius looks like a human at the moment for another 45 minutes or so.
So she's sitting next to Alex. But when she gets to the table, she's going to be, well, quiet, as she's deep in thought, of course.
Alright.
The barkeep comes over about a minute later with two not awfully large plates, and then one quite large plate with food, just general breakfast things, some eggs, some bread and some bacon. The day off.
And then he has to bring over a whole table just for just for Ymir.
I'm guessing Ymir's already taken a table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also do my blessing of the forge thing to imbue my weapon.
Righty.
I guess as we're eating, Alex would be like, "So, in Enthana, where are we gonna start today? Are we still gathering information?"
Enthana will look up from... It's like right at the moment when she first sat down, she was sitting down with her head down, arms folded. Her head will jerk up and she'll just say, I'm sorry, what?
Just I'm not sure where to look for information. I normally get told where to go. So I was wondering if you had any places to look. We already know about the creature, but maybe we should ask around town.
I'm already planning on going to the Temple of the Wild Mother again. I have something I need to give to Eridak.
I'll look towards Tidye and I'll ask, Tidye, have you heard anything from any of the guards? Like any weird sightings or anything like that? Of something that might fit this bully?
They tend to ignore these things. They think people are just having eyes being played, like tricks being played in their eyes. So they don't think anything of it.
One thing you did notice is that the barracks were awfully empty this morning. There were some people, but there weren't. It was pretty empty, but you didn't take much. You didn't.
I didn't perceive much of it.
You didn't pay much.
I think me and the fairy maybe go look for information in the city to do, if fairy want.
Wait, what are you saying?
If you want, me and you can just like go ask around the city and stuff to do. Or Ymir's gonna go do that. You can come with him if you want.
Hell yeah, coming.
Yeah, today is going to be a relatively stressless day, because we're going to have a long night attempting to track this creature, because we can't let it stay.
Yeah, if Tidye and Ymir want to go asking around, I think I would go with Enthana to the Temple of the Wild Mother.
Alright.
Are you saying that in or out of character?
I guess I'll say it in character, yeah. It's kind of both, really.
That would be good. I think I would like it for you to come with me to the temple. She says that
Would
with
it be
a
fine if I showed up without a disguise this time?
You do whatever you're most comfortable with.
Okay.
You can cast disguise self at will, right?
Yes.
Alright, then you can just reapply, like it. As soon as it's about to run it, you can just reapply, and it doesn't really look like you've done anything.
Okay.
So it's a constant thing if you want it.
Alex.
Yeah.
She's gonna whisper, just so that only Alex can hear her.
Okay.
Okay, make a stealth check.
Oh, me, okay. Fun.
Oh, I definitely didn't hear it.
Oh. You can make another perception check if you like, Tidye.
13.
That's a 25.
No one heard anything.
25 stealth. No, you guys don't pick up on what Anthana's saying.
Oh gosh, Tidye even had a dirty 20 as well. Oof. That +6 is really helpful sometimes.
Hmm.
Are you sure everything's alright?
At this point, I don't know if Enthana would notice, but after having a drink, he is very happy right now. Not really worried about what happened last night. He's like, yeah, I'm fine. Let's go.
Okay. Well, we better get this food eaten up quickly, and then we can do our investigation for the day.
Ymir's probably already shoveled in his mouth and is finished by now.
Enthana's eating it with a bit more grace, obviously.
I imagine Ymir's just shoving it in his mouth with his hands.
Yeah, same thing with Alex. He's eating like really fast.
Oh, Ymir, easy, big boy. You're getting some of that on me.
He just like holds up a sausage at you.
I grabbed a sausage and eat it.
Would Enthana have seen that sausage sharing?
Yes.
Oh god,
Yeah,
that
they tried to
sounds
hide
so fucking wrong!
That's what I was about to get at, but you said it first.
You indeed noticed that.
Oh god. Give me a second, I need to compose myself!
Told you the Goliath was finished, Master Fairy.
You know, you two do seem quite cute right now.
You just shut your mouth.
Hey, I'm only saying how I see it. There's nothing wrong with that, honestly. We all need good friendships in this day and age. She finishes off her food and gives her thanks to the barkeep and stands up. It should be relatively obvious, although I'm not sure. She's definitely a lot quieter than usual. She's more quiet than usual.
Alright.
As Enthana finishes her food, because I figured Alexius is finished first.
Are you sure you finished first or not Ymir?
Well, definitely Ymir first, but after Alex is done eating, he's just gonna pull out like a heart-shaped ruby and just like stare at it for a little bit, like examining it, and then when you're ready to go, he just kind of puts it away and gets ready to go.
Alright. You finish up your meals and head out for the day. Which group would you like to start with?
Since we started initially with myself and Alex the last time, maybe we should do Tidye and Ymir the first time. This time.
Alright. Alrighty then. So, the two of you, actually, you would have headed out a little bit before Enthana and Alex. You get out onto the square, and what are you looking to do?
We're looking for bad guys.
Yeah, basically, what I was thinking is we'd start at sort of the more populated areas, maybe ask some guards, maybe if we see any people that sort of look standout-ish, ask them if they see anything at night, and then maybe go to some more less populated areas to sort of do the same thing.
Okay. So, you start walking toward, because Tidye would know this, that the Wisseep, the low end district, is the most populated area of the city. So you start heading towards the Wisseep, and you start looking for guards. Make an investigation check.
Oh goodness, myself.
Just either one of you do it, or the other, or one of you do it with advantage.
Oh well, I did it, so do you want me to go again?
Yeah.
And then guidance. So 19.
Okay. Sure. 19. Yeah, you find some guards. Actually, as you kind of exit the where the more colorful buildings start to blend more toward the gray and brown of the Wisseep. You do see a pair of guards just standing in the street talking to each other. And as you kind of approach, one of them looks at you, Tidye, and says, "Well, what are you doing up here? Aren't you supposed to be down in the Wisseep?"
Well, I have an investigation I need to start getting on, and it kind of requires me to ask everyone around the whole city. We've got a strange sighting that's been occurred of some sort of a demon spawn that is pretty advanced level. I don't know if you've heard any civilians up here kind of saying they've seen it, something kind of like a shadow in the dark or anything, have you?
Well, investigation, you say. Maybe you should go investigate the destroyed houses there in the Wisseep. There's been some sort of an attack during the night. Haven't you? I don't know. On who sent you on this investigation?
That nowhere of yours show us where this house is.
He kind of tells he kind of points in a direction that's let's see, it would be kind of northwest, toward, is that over there toward the over toward the wall. Really, it's, you might even be able to see the smoke from here.
Tidye, we go look at house.
Yes, let's go. And I just want you to know musically that I purposely ignored his question. When
who you're doing it for.
I'm just ignoring him on that part.
Okay. Oh yeah, maybe I should point that out. You guys are not currently employed by anyone.
That's okay, I've got +6 intimidation.
Okay. You guys are you're just curious right now. Alright,
What I want. Guard, alright? Why is a guard asking me questions? Who the fuck are you? Do I need to roll intimidation on that?
You can roll an intimidation on that. Intimidation. 10. He just kind of goes, "What do you mean, who am I? You know who I am."
You ain't my captain.
No, but you don't need to be rude about it. I'm just asking, who are you employed by? You know, just doing work is just... Because it kind of sounds to me like you're just doing work for the sake of doing work. You're not going to get paid for just doing work.
Hey, what is our job, guard?
Oh, our job is to protect the city. We're not supposed to play detective.
Exactly. What I'm doing is protecting the city. I'm finding where this monster went that I couldn't slash at, and I'm gonna get it.
But
what?
I haven't heard anything from the civilians, but I haven't been down there either, so...
Alright. Well, I'm gonna go down there. We'll talk to them. We'll see what's up.
Alright, you go do that.
You musical, I thought you did have him coming at me, so I was ready to fight back as a little fairy.
Jesus Christ. All right.
Heading towards those houses, I guess.
Yeah. You start heading down. Actually, make a perception check to see if you can see the smoke.
Oh, dirty 20.
20. 19. Damn. Yeah, you actually see a bit of smoke coming from a region pretty close to the wall down in the Wisseep.
Not look good.
No. So, as you guys start making your way toward that, Alex and Enthana.
I'm gonna go do a smoke break while it's their turn.
Righty. You exit the Blue Pearl Inn, and are now standing on the square. So you were gonna head over to the Temple of the Wild
Mother, yes.
Right.
Head straight there.
Yeah.
Unless Alyxius wants to stop off somewhere.
I mean the temple is right there, like across the way.
Fair enough.
So
Yeah, I don't have anything I need to do, so.
Alright, so we head towards the temple then, and when we go in, I'd like to look for Iridak if that's possible.
yeah. You make your way across the square, and people have started coming out now. There's a bit of nervous talking among the people you can see.
Let's guys, I'll be right back. I can still hear, by the way. So.
All right. If you'd like to make a perception check to be able to pick up what they're saying, you can do
so
that.
it wouldn't be an insight check.
No, insight is more about reading or having insight about things. If you want to make an insight check to kind of check the kind of vibe, I guess, or what kind of atmosphere it is right now, you can do that.
I'd like to check on the atmosphere, but also, what was the other thing you said as well for the perception?
Perception is to try to pick up what they're saying.
So I'd like to be able to both pick up what they're saying and also check up on the vibe as well, if that's alright.
Alright, go ahead and make...
I'll do the insight first.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
10.
You notice it's not as lively as it is, but you can't really pick out what kind of atmosphere it would be. It's just different from a normal kind of city.
So it's not like how it normally is, basically.
It's how it normally is, but maybe a bit more in the down low. That's all you can really get.
Okay, I'm going to do a perception to see what's potentially being spoken about.
Yep. Oh,
Well,
no.
that's a 12.
These are some bad rolls.
Yeah.
You don't really pick up anything.
I guess it could sort of, role-playing wise, she is still a bit distressed from the night before, really, because 1, the babao, 2, in the morning, the blood having disappeared from her blade, not being able to tell what the heck happened, finding out what it is, and then the whole different perspective that she's seen of Alex as well. So she's not completely there due to all that. So it makes sense that she'd be doing rather poorly right now.
Yeah.
She's worried.
But as you enter the Temple of the Wild Mother, you do indeed see Urdak. He's up in the front, just on the by the shrine, just doing his morning prayer.
Oh, thank the Wild Mother. Whether I don't think Eridak would have heard that, but maybe some of the other priests nearby might have heard it.
Yeah, there are some other priests, and they kind of look up and nod and say, The Wild Mother be with you.
Wild Mother be with you too, always.
Alexis is just gonna be kind of behind Enthana.
Alright.
Enthana will walk up towards Eridak and, I guess in a sense, join in with his prayers until he finishes.
Alright.
So do I roll a religion check?
You can roll a religion check if you want.
Because in a sense, she's joining in with the prayers. Like, whether or not she does good or not, well, that's a completely different question. Okay,
15.
that's not too bad.
That's not too bad. You kind of kneel down, kind of a bit. It's close to the shrine, but not like in the middle of the shrine area. And you close your eyes and kind of concentrate a bit on the Wild Mother, and you feel a bit more at ease. You feel a warmth, kind of permeate your body. Just a very subtle warmth. And Uridak, still with his eyes closed, kind of finishing up his prayer, he kind of says, "So, what has brought you back this day, Enthana?"
And Thana will reach into her pocket and slowly take out the note, while saying, "I have found out more information about what's been going on. The note will explain basically... It'll explain basically what I found, really.
Alright.
And
He
I
kinda-
have a small request as well."
He kind of reaches out and, without even looking, grabs the note. And then takes it and opens his eyes and takes a look at it, briefly just reading it through. Alright, what was your request?
Just something to potentially help. Any help that our brethren could possibly spare, if they can.
Well, with the information that you have brought here, he's speaking in Druidic right now
Yeah.
to you.
Okay.
It is quite worrisome that these creatures are invading our plane. But it could. I do agree. It could definitely have something to do with the corruption. I don't know how quite, but it is something that will be looked into. What of your friend? Can you tell me more about this?
Enthana, well, they're obviously speaking in Druidic still right now, but
Yeah.
Enthana will turn around. Did Alyx follow her up to there, or did he sort of fall
He's
behind?
He's like behind you, like maybe about like 5 feet.
Alyx.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, he's like probably about like 5 feet behind you.
Okay. Alyx. Alex,
Yeah.
He's talking to you like in game.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
could you come up here a bit?
Sure. Yeah. And I guess I'll just go right next to you.
Alex, this is... she's obviously speaking in common now.
Yeah.
Alex, this is Eridak. One of my
Hi.
contacts. Eridak, this is Alex.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Alex.
Yeah, nice to meet you. And he waves. He doesn't want to get too close to him. I don't know why, but he just trusts him.
No, Urdak hasn't extended his hand yet. He's kind of reading you at the moment. So, Alex, Enthana has told me you experienced a sudden change of personality, it seems, during the night. Can you explain to me what that was?
Oh, I have nightmares sometimes. That's all it is. Everyone has bad dreams, right?
Okay.
Bad mood sometimes.
Enthana has a look of, in a sense, the look on her face is relatively sad. She's thinking, but she's also a bit upset in a sense as well, because everything that's going on, the usual happy-go-lucky, and then that click. She's showing, I guess you could say, a lot of concern for Alex right now.
Go ahead and make a deception check if you'd like, if you wouldn't mind.
Would that be me or Alex?
Alex.
Oh, okay.
Could someone else roll a deception check for me? I currently have a blindfold on because I need to ice my eyes. So
okay, I'll roll a normal d20 for you. Yeah.
Okay, I get a +6 to deception. So
Jesus fucking Christ!
Fuck's sake. Well, that's a 4 + 6 is 10.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, so 10. Well, he has a +5 to insight.
Great.
He rolled a 7, so.
Ooh, just.
Yeah. He kind of looks at you and says, "No, Alex, you don't need to lie here in the house of the Wild Mother. You can be open. You can talk about it here. What troubles you?"
So would Alexius know if those were were those memories or were they just a bad dream?
You've had just sometimes in while sleeping, you've had singular flashes of just a very quick, like 1 second of just a picture in your head, and then it's been gone. But this was like a few seconds each, and there were several. This is actually make an insight check. You can insight check yourself.
Leave that for me.
Okay, I'll do the same again. How much you got on insight?
0.
Okay, so it's just gonna be a straight.
Yep.
What? Let's see here.
That's a straight 12.
12. You can't quite tell if this was just a bad dream or a vision of sorts. You've had bad dreams before. This wasn't a nightmare by any means. It wasn't anything frightening or anything like that. It was just a bit odd what you saw.
Just strange dreams. Like, not normal dreams, kind of like weird flashes of events, unlike, a continual dream. Strange.
What happened in these dreams?
I guess
If you
Alexius
want,
will look to Enthana before he says anything else.
would you like me to leave?
He's more like looking to see if, because he doesn't trust this guy. Not that he has any reason to not trust him, but he trusted Donna way more than he trusts him.
Mm.
I guess he'll just ask Enthana, is it okay to share with them?
Iridak is one of my most trusted allies within this city. Whatever you say to him is safe.
Alright.
You can trust me. I will not further this information.
So Alexius just kind of sighs and then explains how his dream went.
Okay. Urdak kind of nods slowly, kind of looks you up and down a bit. These sound like visions, but not in the normal sense. It doesn't seem like they have any particular meaning. They seem more like memories. Do you remember anything like this happening to you before? Or any of these events? Do you remember them?
Singular flashes, less than a second. It's not like something that happens all the time. It's rare, but
Well, the usual flashes are just like a second and then it's a picture. Yeah. This is like a few seconds and then it's more like a memory, but you don't have any pre-existing memories about any of that happening.
Yeah. So I'll explain that to him.
Interesting. This might be tied to the corruption if it can affect people's minds, and if what Enthana has told me, then it very well might be the case. I will meditate on this. I will ask the Wild Mother, and come back and tell me if any more of these dreams happen.
Okay, I'll do that.
You can trust him.
Is there anything else we need to do here, Enthana?
I don't think so. If anything changes, Iridak, I will come to you first, okay?
Much appreciated.
And if you could get a note out to my friend in the mountains nearby, let him know that I've come across this as well, so that he knows potentially what to be aware of in case it happens near where he is. And I'm talking about the person from our backstory, not Hydrus.
Yeah. I'm just gonna double check because I forgot the name of that person. You don't need to tell me. I'm just gonna look it up real quick.
Are we on our way out of the temple then right now?
He kind of nods and says, I will make sure they are aware of the situation. I'm guessing you will be continuing to look for information in the city today, so I wish you good luck.
Yeah, we're gonna look for the Babao and potentially try and find a way to at least cleanse this one from the city. Thank you, Iridak.
Good luck, he says, and kind of turns back to the shrine to start meditating once more.
When Enthana was talking to him about her friend in the mountains, was that in common or druidic?
That would be. I would have said that in common. It's not like she's trying to hide that.
I guess on our way out of the temple, Alyxius would be like, so in Enthana, where exactly are you from?
You can probably tell I'm not from the city. Am I right?
Yeah.
I actually live to the west of here, in the forest, honestly. I just have a little hovel by the river in the forest where I call home.
Oh, okay.
Do you...
I was just kind of curious.
Yeah, it's alright. I generally just live alone. All I have, really, is my plants, which, it's nothing wrong. It's nice to cultivate. Keeps my mind busy. And once I noticed that something was going on, and with my talks with my friend in the mountains as well, it's like I knew it would affect the plants. It would affect a lot more than just the plants. And honestly, that's why I also needed to talk to Eridak about last night as well, because from the entire moment that I've known you, you've always been happy-go-lucky. You've always been smiling. And then last night, honestly, that scared me.
I was just a little off put by it. The timing doesn't seem right. I wasn't really sure what it was, and so I kind of maybe got a little lost in thought.
You definitely
It's all good.
You definitely
We'll
seemed
take
a
care of
lot
it.
more distant than normal. If it happens again, you'll let me know, yes?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. We do need to be at our best as well, because I think tonight is going to be potentially very difficult. I don't know how we're going to get through that, if it can make an area completely pitch black.
I was thinking, is there a way to set a trap for a demon?
That might... I know demons love to conquer. They love to take over, and this one in particular is very bloodthirsty.
Would Alexius, in his past dealings with, corruption and evil things, would he have any ideas for a trap, or what would attract a demon, or something like that? Like, would he know what they would be after that he could use, or something like that? Like, what would attract them, is the question.
Make
Oh,
an Arcana check or a History check.
okay. Could someone else do that?
I'll roll that for you. What's your...
Arcana would be great, because I got a +2 in that.
+2, okay. That is an 11 + 2, 13.
13. Generally speaking, there isn't like you don't know of anything specific that attracts demons. You know that lesser demons kind of just lesser demons don't really have any own will to do things. They are mostly commanded or told what to do by the demon lords, and this is part of what you've gathered from yesterday, but you don't know anything specific that would attract a demon.
Okay.
Just people in general.
Enthana, should we meet up with the other two? I'm sure if we ask around, everyone will be like, yeah, there's a ferry over that way, so shouldn't be too difficult.
It's either a fairy or a big
Huge.
man.
Yeah, I think they're pretty noticeable. Unless there's anything else you needed to do.
Part of me is privy to wanting to take a look at the library again, but I don't think we could... I don't think we'll gather much more. Oh, goodness. What?
Hopefully they found some information and maybe we can find an area of where maybe people have seen it and set up an area to search in the night.
That's probably a good idea. Can I do a perception check for either some guards or for our friends?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Five on my perception is always really nice. That's with expertise. $16.
As you start walking the normal route down to the Wisip, you do see a pair of guards kind of talking to each other, kind of they're just talking to each other.
Out of character, are these the exact same ones that Tidye spoke to?
Yes.
Oh god. Okay. I'll walk up to the guards, relatively slowly so as not to appear potentially threatening because, well, don't want that to happen. And mostly because Enthana is still not completely at ease.
They kind of look up and say, "Hello, what can I help you with?"
Have you seen a fairy and a big boy around?
Oh, those two. Yeah, I've seen the fairy. Her and the really, really big guy. They went that way toward that smoke over there, and with your perception check, you do see there is some smoke coming up from a region pretty close to the wall. They want to check that out. Are you working with them?
I'm working for the druids.
Okay, he kind of looks at you, kind of not really being familiar.
I'll raise my eye up at him. Quirk an eyebrow up, as if to say, "Are you really going to question me on this?" Basically, that's what the eyebrow's saying. Are you really questioning me on this?
He kind of lifts his hands up and says, I don't really care who you work for. I'm just wondering if you're working with them. With the two of those.
They were with me last night when we were attacked by a demon.
Or that wouldn't be last night, that would be 2 nights ago.
Oh, 2 nights. They were with me 2 nights ago when we were attacked by a demon.
You were attacked by a demon?
Yes.
Oh, we did mention something about demons. Alright, well, they're over there. There's apparently been an attack. Some sort of attack down there. I haven't really gotten the full details on it, but they'd be heading over there. So if you're looking for them, go there.
Can I do an intimidation?
What are you trying to accomplish?
Basically saying, why aren't you doing your job and potentially seeing if there's anyone that needs help?
Oh, sure, make an intimidation check.
$21. Basically, what I'm gonna say is, if there's been a fire over there, there's smoke, why are you two just standing here instead of going to help? Because you're guards, are you not?
Yeah, well, you know, there are lots of guards here, and they've sent a lot of them over there. You gotta guard the rest of the city. This is our post for today, so...
Aren't guards also supposed to, well, patrol? Have you been there the whole time?
No, we've been walking around.
Can I do an insight check? See if he's actually telling the darn truth.
Yes.
Nat 20. 21.
He's being truthful about them being positioned here, but they have not been doing their rounds.
And would she know that they've been slacking then?
Or she would know that they have been standing here for a while just talking. Kind of keeping a lookout, but they haven't been doing their patrols.
So their armor's potentially too shiny then, I guess. If they've been doing their rounds, it should have a little bit of dust on it, but it's probably too shiny, right?
Yeah. Or it's not. This is kind of on the outskirts of the Wisseep and kind of in the starting of the midtown. So these guards are by no means in shiny armor. Their armor is kind of.
They're not keeping it in good condition, are they?
They're not in terribly good condition, but it's definitely like rusted to pieces.
Well, I'm glad I don't live in the city, because if I was being protected by you guys, I'd feel much more unsafe than I do going after a demon.
Hey.
I put my hand up, basically dismissing it, leaving the conversation and heading towards the smoke.
Alright.
Very useless guards.
Okay. So you start heading toward the smoke. Ymir and Tidye. You walk through the. You're starting to walk through the city, or you've been walking through the city for a bit, and there are people going about their daily business, but it seems like there is a general sense of unease in the among the populace. You're guessing it's because of the supposed attack that has happened.
So, I just want to use my Druidcraft for a quick second.
Okay.
And just see what the weather will be like for the next 24 hours.
Oh, yeah.
Cloudy with a chance of meatballs.
Yes, definitely. No. They're...
That would be awesome.
Not quite yet. We're not quite at that level of crazy. But
Oh, good God.
it's a bit of a cloudy day. During the next 24 hours, it's going to. You see that the clouds are turning a bit gray, and toward the end, there is. It looks like rain or possibly hail, just for the end portion of it.
Thank you. That just means I'm going to be a little bit ready to have some torches lit along the way. All right, Ymir. We're coming up on the building. Or no, we're not coming up on the building yet. We see uneasy people.
You're walking. Basically, the route you're taking is you're walking down to the market, and then you're taking one of the kind of smaller streets to get toward the wall.
As we get closer, I'll try and speak to people, but until we get closer.
Yeah, and it takes you about, from where you talk to the guards, it takes you about 5 or 10 minutes to get down to the market, and then it takes you another 5 or 10 minutes to get to the roughly around where the wall is. So you're a little ways away.
I'll be right back, guys. Give me 1 sec.
Okay. And you said people are uneasy around, or they have like the feeling of uneasiness.
Yeah, you get the general sense that it's people are feeling a bit uneasy at the during this particular day.
All right.
This is also the first time that you've been in this city that anything more than petty crimes have been committed. This is the first time there's been actual destruction in the city.
Okay. I'm gonna go up to one of the traders, like the common traders. I'm guessing there's quite a few just stalls right around. And I'm just gonna go up to one of them and ask them, "Hey, why does everyone seem a little down today? What exactly happened?"
The man in the stand kind of looks at you and says, "Well, haven't you heard about the attack? There was supposedly an attack on storage building of some sort. Some buildings nearby caught fire. They've been working to put out the fires, so people are a bit uneasy. There hasn't been any real damage done to the city in a while, so people are a bit scared.
Did anyone die?
Not that I've heard of. Just generally, people are just scared. As I said, I haven't heard of any deaths.
Okay, that's fine. Thanks for the info, buddy.
No worries,
I'm
dude.
gonna fly back over to Ymir. I'm gonna say, Ymir, apparently people are pretty bummed from the fire. Nobody died, so that's good. So you want to kind of head over that way?
Yeah, we go.
Beans.
Alright, so you head into one of the smaller streets. And yeah, it takes you about another 5 minutes to get to the portion of the city where the fire took place. And as you approach through the vast network of streets and buildings, you come upon a bit of a larger opening. It's kind of a small square of sorts, and you can see a building that looks like two buildings just kind of built together. So you could say it's two buildings or one building, really. It's been set. You can see that there is it's sustained some fire damage. It's not completely burned down, but it's heavily damaged. And you see even the one of the nearby buildings, which you've been here before, briefly, chasing some criminals. There's a storage locale. For what you don't know, but people store things in this building. It's also sustained some damage, but outside of the light burn marks, there are. It seems like something's punched a big hole in the wall, and there are scratch marks across the walls. And in this area, there are quite a few guards and some people. You kind of have to get past a bit of a crowd. There are quite a number of guards here.
So is there like a big hole in the wall? Yeah.
Yes, on the storage building.
I'm gonna walk up to look at it and see if anybody tries to stop me.
Wait, sorry, what was that?
Like, I'm gonna walk up to the hole and look at it and see if anybody tries to stop me.
One of the guards that's standing, kind of making sure that the crowd doesn't just walk in to the crime scene. Kind of, hey, big guy, you gotta back off a bit. You're not permitted to enter this area, dude.
Yes, I am. I need to see what happened here.
Do you now?
As he's starting to question him, I just kind of come over from the other side of the shoulder. I'm like, hey, what's up? How's it going?
Oh, it's you.
Yeah, I came here to see what happened. Apparently some people weren't paying attention and something caught on fire.
Well, there was some sort of attack here last night. You just went to bed. Yeah, building caught fire. Someone broke in here. We don't know if anything's been stolen or what's going on here.
Sounds like you guys no good. Let me past.
No, you're gonna stay right there.
Oh, he's gonna come in with me. We're gonna find out what's happening. I've been asked by the captain to look into this.
Make a deception check.
Guidance.
Guidance.
That spells. 9.
Oh gosh.
You can add a
Plus.
D4.
Add a D4. Dice back there.
I have the shittiest luck. That's a 10 total.
10 total. Yeah, he rolled a 19.
You are not winning that.
Oh, really now, did he? Because,
He is the captain.
Sleeping in. You were not there at the briefing this morning, so you haven't told anything. By the way, the captain's here, kind of investigating himself. So,
See, perfect. He knew I was needed. That's why he's here already waiting for me.
oh, he's not waiting for you. He's just doing his own work. He's the one who's gonna deal with this.
Look. All right, Ymir, it's all up to you now.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
This isn't gonna end well.
This is not gonna end well.
One guy that doesn't roll high.
Intimidation with strength check.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to intimidate him without like it total causing a fight or something. No.
If you're trying to use your presence to be intimidating, then you can add your strength bonus. But if you're trying to, there's a difference between intimidating with words and being intimidating with your body. So it kind of depends.
I'll try a charisma one.
You're gonna try the.
You don't.
Well, he does
wanna
have
know
good
what
charisma,
happened.
doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a paladin, so 18 in both really, and I'm proficient in intimidation.
Jesus Christ.
A lot of us chose intimidation, didn't we?
You don't want to know what happens to you and your boss if you don't let us fix this soon. Trust me. You have family? Your boss have family?
Oh my God. Roll an intimidation check.
God damn.
Also guidance.
Oh
Good.
god damn! I'm gonna learn to hate. Oh my! I'm gonna learn to hate guidance.
I love it. I
I
try,
already
not, I
hate
try
it.
not to overdo it though, because I know it's annoying as fuck.
That is a
When you
dirty
are-
20.
Just 21. He kind of looks up at you in fear. Captain.
Oh no, he's gonna
At
squeal.
this point, Tidye, you see the captain. The captain is a 40-year-old something man with kind of his hair is starting to gray a little bit, but he's a pretty well built man, and he's coming over right now.
Quick question.
Yes. What?
I wave and say, "Hey, Cap."
I got a quick question.
Yeah.
How far away am I from this?
You're about 15 minutes or so away.
God damn it! By the time we get there, they're probably gonna be in jail.
Yes.
That's
He
okay.
kind
That sounds
Okay,
like a
let's-
challenge.
So you were not at the briefing this morning.
Didn't
You're
you get
slacking
my
off,
report?
right?
But didn't you get my report?
I did get your report. Hold on. What did you write in your report?
So I pretty much explained what happened while we the encounter with the little boy.
The
And,
little boy. All right.
The fact that you dropped
Yeah,
it.
Obviously,
I
leaving out the dropping the child.
falling part. Cam doesn't need to know about me dropping the kid.
No, he does not.
But yeah,
Oh,
well,
yeah.
I told you I was gonna go find this thing, and apparently it's leading me back over here.
Well, considering the description that you gave, it doesn't seem like this is quite connected. This seems to be. We don't quite know what it is yet. Sorry. What he now he turns to the guard and kind of asks like, what's what did you want? And he says kind of, the big man is he kind of he tries to look a bit more confident, but he's not doing it very well. The big man, he's threatening us and our families if we don't let him in.
No, that's not the direction I was going to take with that. I was going to be like,
No.
Well,
I was gonna
it's
be
how
like
it came out,
demons.
probably.
I was going to be like demons are going to kill your family if you don't let us stop them. I wasn't like going to threaten their family there.
I feel like
Oh.
with Ymir's intelligence, though, that's fucking perfect.
Yeah.
He kind of probably meant it that way, but it came up. You know, it's like you have family, yes. It's like, well, that sounds very, very intimidating. So,
You misunderstand, Ymir. I want to protect your family. There is demons in the city. Your family will die if we do not stop them.
please, nothing to worry about. The captain says and kind of pats the shoulder, the soldier on the shoulder, and says, just go help the others. And the soldier kind of runs off.
With potentially soiled pants.
Potentially. Alexius says, well, if there are indeed demons here, this could have something to do with it, but no one who's been here at the crime scene has seen anything that you described. But that still doesn't excuse you not being around for this work.
I was grabbing the big guy that was part of the fight with me yesterday. He's the one that landed a hit. This guy right here, and I tap Ymir on the shoulder, can kill whatever it was. So I had to get him to come with me.
Make a persuasion check.
Finally, a decent.
All right. He kind of looks at you and then looks at Ymir. Looks up at Ymir.
Right, looks up.
He looks up at Ymir, as most people do. What is this? All right then. If the two of you would like to take a look, then be my guest. There isn't much in the ways of evidence, really, that we've been able to find yet.
Do you know what these buildings were used for? What they stored here?
Here, God knows. All sorts of stuff. This is the Wissy, it's people store whatever they have, wherever they have space, so.
Well, I thank you for understand, and then I'll walk over and take a look.
The captain kind of looks at you, Tidye, and says, "Where did you find this guy?"
At a tavern, believe it or not. I saw him doing some arm wrestling with the Dragonborn, and he beat the Dragonborn.
Ymir just sort of flexes his muscle as he says that.
I actually imagined that. I just sort of imagined him just flexing. It's like, yeah, I could see him do that.
He kind of says, "Where's this Dragonborn?"
Dragonborn had to go on his own to go find something.
No, you guys don't know where this Dragonborn went.
He could have been a figment of our imagination.
He was there one moment, then he's not there. We don't know.
Interesting. Let me know if you find anything.
I think he's too embarrassed about arm wrestle to continue.
Sure. Let me know if you find anything. And he goes off back to the burnt building.
All right, so I'm guessing we need to do some investigation checks.
Yes. The both of you roll investigation checks, or one of you roll with advantage.
I'm guessing yours is a negative modifier.
Yeah, mine's a negative too, so I can guidance you for advantage if you want.
Yeah, let me do the advantage roll.
How many guidance can you do?
It's a cantrip, literally all the time.
Oh, God.
That's why I try not to overdo it, but for like serious stuff, I'm going to do it. So you can add a d4.
Hold on, question. Are you a straight paladin?
Paladin cleric.
Oh, you're a paladin cleric. Okay.
That's where the guidance comes from.
Yes. Alrighty.
13 total on investigation.
14.
The guidance.
Yeah, guidance was a +1, so 15 total.
15 total. And you're expecting what?
I was going to look at the hole where it like punched in originally. I don't know about Tidye.
Okay. So, you see a hole in the wall and scratch marks kind of all along it. The hole seems to be a bit too big for whatever creature you did see. But the hole seems to be bit too big for something to have, for that particular creature to have bust through in a single, in a single go. So you're guessing it's something bigger,
Okay.
but it's difficult to kind of gauge. Inside, you see some broken crates on the floor. There's a lot of crates here. Some of the broken ones you see have just general scraps and just general trinkets that have been tucked away.
Is this hole big enough for me to sort of go through?
The hole is... Let's see. I'm gonna double check the size of this thing.
Because if not, I'm going to start punching it bigger. Nah, I'm joking.
Alright, let's see. The hole is big enough for you to get through, but you're gonna have to kind of duck down a little bit. You're quite tall.
I'm just gonna fly right through.
Yeah.
I'll sort of stumble through, I guess, and start having another look around. If I can, look and see what's in the crates that haven't been destroyed.
Yeah, in the crates, there are kind of just odd trinkets, just pretty random items that seem to have just been tucked away.
I'll do detect magic.
Detect magic. Let's see, what, that is a 30-foot sphere.
Yeah, it's 10 minutes, so I'll keep walking around if the building's bigger than that.
Yeah. So in this bit, it's not a very big. It's a bit bigger than 30 feet, but it's not gigantic by any means. You kind of squeeze through, and in the first crates, you don't really sense anything, but a bit further in, you do get a few magical pings here and there in some of the other crates. And then, let's actually see how that would work. I sort of doubt that. And just double checking how things work.
Yeah, it's cool.
And then you get sort of an aura that's kind of tucked away behind some boxes.
I'll point that out to Tidye and start going over there and start moving boxes if I have to, I guess.
Alright, make a strength check.
That's one of the ones I like doing.
Also, at this point, Enthana and Alyxius, you would have arrived at the
checkpoint, basically. Okay.
So 12.
Ymir, you can do another one if you need to, because I'll just use like the help action to help him move crates since he's next.
Okay, yeah, you can roll with advantage, but the one from the guidance still stands. Also 17. That's a bit better. You take a few minutes to move some of the crates without breaking them. And as this is happening, as you're starting to move them, Enthana and Alyxius, you arrive at the small square and the perimeter that the guards have set up.
I'm gonna attempt to. Actually, no, wait. First, do I see Tidye and Ymir at the moment?
No, they're inside the building.
They're inside the building.
You do not see them currently.
Would I maybe know which one they might be in, or are they all just too similar? Would I make... I probably would make a connection to look into a damaged building, though, wouldn't I?
There is as you get close, you see one of the buildings has a big hole busted in it and some scratch marks. And one building is heavily damaged by fire.
I'll turn to Alex and say, okay, which of those two do you think would be a good idea to go into? The one with fire or the one with a hole?
Well, I'm a little resistant to fire, so I can take that one if you want.
Well, it's no longer on fire now, but it's got a lot of fire damage.
Right. That one does sound interesting.
Yeah, I would think it might be a good idea. I'm gonna take a look at my sheet and see if there's anything that could help me. Probably isn't.
Sorry, say that again, please.
I'm just quickly going to look at my sheet to see if there's anything that may help me. Is it particularly dark anywhere at the moment?
There's a bit of shade from some of the buildings, and there are alleyways all around, really. So.
Okay, so dark vision won't be really of use.
Not exactly.
Okay, I'll start making my way towards the heavily damaged building of fire.
Are you disguised?
I am not disguised, no.
As you kind of go to enter the area, one of the guards goes, "Sorry, ma'am, I'm gonna have to ask you to stop right there.
I'm gonna have to ask you to ask to see your captain."
Make a persuasion check.
Can I assist in that?
Sure, what do you say?
Let's see. Shit, I was gonna try and be disguised, but you just went in. That's fine. Yeah, I'll just be like, well, we're just trying to help, you know? If you could just lead us to the person in charge, maybe we could, be of some use, you know? I'll help out here.
Alright.
That's a 21.
You have advantage on this.
I have advantage.
Yes.
Probably won't get better than that, but we'll see.
Would we be able to hear them from inside the building?
Yeah, I knew for a fact I wasn't going to get better, so it's going to be a 21.
21. Alright, I'll go get the captain. He goes off to the fire damaged buildings and kind of talks to a 40-ish year old man with kind of his hair starting to grey a bit. And he walks over and says, "Alright, what did the two of you want?"
I'd like to... Oh god, what's the word I'm looking for now? I'd like to report dereliction of duty.
Sorry, that's a big word.
Basically, it's... I'm wanting to report those two guards for slacking and not doing their job properly.
Oh. Which ones?
The two guards just back there. Just outside the Wissy.
They are ways away.
I'm still wanting to report them for it, though.
Okay. Where are these guards situated currently?
Just outside the Wissy, about 15 back that way.
Oh, those two. Well, they've got a reputation for being
I'll put it this way. I'll put it this way, they don't look after their armor. They talk all the time. They're not providing any assistance to any of the civilians. And they're generally being quite rude. I could do a better job than that. And I don't even live in this city.
Well, to your concerns about their armor,
It's rusted, sir.
It's not rusted. It's just that there are a few spots where some of the armor has started to deteriorate. It's not very visible. Like I said, it's not very well kept, but it's by no means in disrepair or.
Well, it's definitely not being looked after.
It's not the nicest armor, but then again, these are your standard city guards. Well, there's only so much you can do with the armor that we are able to provide, and they aren't always of the greatest quality. As for what they're doing currently, they are keeping a watch. So if they're standing around, then if they're just standing around, well, then they are doing their job a little bit wrong. But
well, they did tell me to come over here and go into this area.
Well, yes, then they are helping.
Helping by telling people to come somewhere where it's dangerous when they should be keeping them away.
I'm guessing you had to pry a bit to get whatever information. If they directed you here, it's likely that you were looking for whatever's happened here, or looking for someone. Are you perhaps looking for Tidye and the big fellow?
I'm looking for my companions, yes. They are assisting me in fighting a demon.
A demon, you say?
Yes. And if I will say, if your guards know what's good for them as well, they'd be on the lookout for a demon. Because this one was, it may be low of the rung, but it was still pretty nasty. I don't know how much Tidye told you.
She wrote a report. I'll keep it in mind.
It almost ate a child.
I just want to say real quick, guys, I got about like
Make a deception check.
Ago, so.
Okay. Well, we're gonna finish up real soon. So
Just figured
I
I'd
would have
give you-
thought that, in a sense, it technically almost did eat a child. The child came running to us.
it didn't quite eat a child. The child saw the creature.
Do I still have advantage on that?
No, you do not.
23.
Damn.
That's a natural 19. Fuck, man. Ate a child, you say?
Almost ate a child. That child was the one that came to get us as we were about to reconvene.
We never learned the child's name, did we?
No, we didn't ask for the child's name. It was that child that came to get us and directed us to where this babao was.
Well then, what is the name of this child?
You'll forgive me if I say to you that we were more focused on keeping this child safe and trying to save the city as opposed to getting the child's name.
And you say we're doing a lousy job.
Listen, sir, if I may.
Yes.
We told the child to run, to stay out of danger. After we got the demon to run away, or it escaped our area that we were working with there, that we couldn't find the child anymore. However, if we were to ask around, I'm sure we could find him.
Make a deception check.
I don't remember. The
You
child.
want me to roll for you?
Yeah, deception +6.
Do not.
Oh, no way!
Don't listen to Ymir. No.
Deception +6 at 17.
Okay.
So 11 plus 6 is 17.
So you're telling me you found, after talking to a child that came running to you, you found a dangerous creature
Yes.
and you let it escape. I have read the report that Tidye wrote, but I'm just
So
curious
you're
about
aware that it's capable of casting magic.
It's capable of
did
casting
you-
a field of darkness.
Did you specify that in your report, Tidye? That it was able to cast magic?
Actually, no, I did not.
Oh, for God's sake, you're not helping us now.
It's a casting creature, then.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
That does complicate things.
Quite dangerous, which is why we're attempting to pursue it and hopefully take it down so it doesn't cause any more harm to anyone in this beautiful city. And I don't really... I emphasize beautiful because I don't really know if it's really that pretty or not. But,
Well, whatever creature it is that you saw, it has not been here. None of the witnesses here have seen a creature like that.
Well, of course they wouldn't have seen it, sir. I was inside its magical range. You cannot see anything. You couldn't even see the creature from outside it either. It casts darkness, and the area around you, it goes dark. You can't see anything.
Is that an all-encompassing field of darkness? Does it travel with the creature?
stationary.
I wouldn't know because I couldn't see anything as I was inside it. I know I hit something from in
Alyxius
there.
would know it would be stationary because the creature ran away while the sphere was still there.
But yeah, it would be stationary. So it cast it on something.
Yes. Or in the area.
But what's to say it couldn't cast it on itself?
Well, then someone would have noticed a big sphere of darkness traveling.
What time of night was it?
Time of night? It was during last night. Around 10 or 11 in the evening.
So how can you be sure that it wouldn't have been seen? Because it could have been pretty dark back then. We are in the Wissy, after all.
From what I've heard of magical darkness, it's quite distinct from normal darkness, as you can see through normal darkness, but no magical. So, it's quite likely that someone would have noticed an abnormality in the darkness.
Well, then it's very possible there's more than one demon afoot, then.
Seems to be that way.
Now, I'm gonna need to do some investigating here, on behalf of the druids.
I'll be
The
with you.
druids, make a persuasion check.
Persuasion, persuasion, persuasion. Okie dokie.
Real quick, and then we're gonna...
I hate this game now. 7.
The druids now. I can't possibly see what they have to do with this, so I'm gonna ask you to stay out of the area.
Well, Captain, if don't know if this helps at all, but the druids are working, to cleanse this area of any kind of evil doings, kind of, anything that's not really, I'd say, detrimental to the city and the area around it, the forests and this whole region. So, if you let us pass, we're just looking to investigate it, see if we could try to help out in that regard.
Otherwise, I'll get Eridak over here to prove it to you.
Oh, I don't need proof. It's just that this is official city business, and I don't see what role the druids have to play in this.
It's worldwide business, because it's not just affecting here. Why do you think I've come here on behalf of the druids who are everywhere?
I don't know. They all seem like they're a strange bunch. I don't know what.
Can I intimidate him?
What are you? Say what? What are you saying?
Well, let's see. You call them a strange bunch, yet it's them that keeps this world in balance. Are you that blind, or do you want to see the demons destroy everything you love?
All right.
Should I do it?
Sure. Roll an intimidation check.
I swear to God this better work, and my cat just decided to jump over my leg. It just bounced against the goddamn wall, so that's an 8.
He kind of looks at you and says, I know what the druids do. I have not heard of anything that could threaten the world and this official city business unless you have some other really good reason to be here. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
Get the big guy over then.
Captain,
Yes.
does anyone here have an idea of what exactly happened here?
As you're not part of this investigation, I can't tell you. So,
Right.
But
well, I guess
he kind of looks over to one of the other guards. And, Go fetch the big one.
I guess we'll probably lead our own investigation then. What do you think, Enthana?
Oh, we're gonna get our big guy to help. We're gonna bring in the big guns.
Yeah, and so they head into the storage building as Ymir is moving some of the boxes, and behind as you move the last of the crates, you kind of see. You don't see an object. You don't really see anything, but you see there's a point in the air that's kind of glowing with magical energy. And
See if I can touch it, like put my hand in it.
you reach your hand towards it.
Yeah.
Oh, good lord.
This could only go well.
This can only go
We've got Ymir about to touch something, and Enthana getting really pissed off at the captain.
Don't put something shiny in front of the guy with 2 intelligence.
And don't interrupt someone who's trying to save the world either. Or at least getting information.
He's fine. He's just like, if he doesn't want to let us through, it's fine. I'll just, do it without him knowing.
As you reach your hand toward the point in the air, you see your hand disappear. And you pull it back, and it's your hand. Nothing's changed. You put your hand out again to kind of poke at it, and you feel something tugging on your arm. That's where we're gonna pick up again. Next week.
God dang.
Gah!
Wait, who's the one poking?
Ymir's poking.
Where's poking the point in the air?
Real quick, I just want to know the situation of where everyone's at. So, Enthana and Alyxius are talking to the captain, and then
Yes.
Potentially
Ymir
gonna get thrown in jail.
Ymir's hands in another dimension, though.
So Ymir, is Tidye with Ymir?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay, so they're like in a separate section of this ruined portion, right?
Like you're just
we're-
like, outside
They're in
the
the
building.
storage area.
And
was that?
we're outside.
Oh, so they're inside, we're just outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Alex, I am helping Ymir moving those boxes, and then the moment he was starting to reach for something, so I'm right next to him.
Mm.
Okay, well this is gonna be great. Alright.
And you also see him reach, and then his hand disappear, and then he pulls it back, and it's still there, and then and then you see
He does
see
it again.
he puts his hand in again, and then you see him kind of get pulled toward where his hand went.
Great.
Oh,
How
no.
big is this thing? Just so I know Alex wouldn't know about it, but I just want to kind of imagine it here.
As of now, you don't know how. No one knows how big this is, Ymir could just see a point, like a point.
So it's like a dot.
It's like any magical item like that. It's basically just a dot that you can see.
Got it.
This is magical, so you don't know how big it is.
Oh, so it's not anything he can actually see. It's just something he senses.
Yes.
Got it.
And
Okay,
I
that's what
think
was
in that instance, very soon then, Enthana's probably going to be like, if she realizes something's going on, for example, the guard's gone to get Ymir, and then the guard's probably going to shriek, it's like, what the hell is going on over here? Enthana will run.
Okay.
She does care about Ymir, Tidye, and Alex.
Yeah.
Even though she doesn't show it.
Alex can just turn invisible, or I could turn Enthana invisible. I gotta double check my spells, but I'm pretty sure I have invisibility.
Mm.
That might be helpful.
Well. Good
Oh,
session.
that captain.
Yeah, that was good.
captain.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, it was hilarious, but
Yeah,
that
I gotta
captain-
keep going. So I'll see you guys. That was great.
Alright.
Take it easy, Alex.
See ya.
No, that was fun. I'm excited for next week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a cliffhanger right there.